to Bulletproof Garage. It's Thursday afternoon. I was going to talk to you a little bit about court-ordered titles. We have a lot of people that ask about court-ordered titles in the state of Indiana. I hear other people talk about bonded titles in other states. I'm not even exactly sure what a bonded title is. In the state of Indiana, we do a thing called a court-ordered title. So the most important thing is if you're going to do a court-ordered title, everything you have to do is legal. You have to operate in a legal manner. You don't do anything with stolen cars. You don't do anything with stolen parts. The court-ordered title, the way we use it is we bought a truck recently. It was in a field, and it was just a 98 Chevy truck, 350 automatic, and it didn't have a title. Runs and drives. Very nice truck. Bought it from some people we know, and they said it had a title. We don't know what happened to the title. So buy a truck, $500. Then a friend of ours decides he wants the truck, but he wants a title with it. So what do you do? Court-ordered title. The first thing you do is you do a police inspection on it. That's the very first step. Police inspection. Don't spend any money on any vehicle until you do police inspection. If it passes the police inspection, then you can continue on. But if it doesn't pass the police inspection, you literally have to give it back over to the police department, and that's fine. So make sure it passes police inspection. Probably should do that at your own house. But you should do it with the person who you get it from permission, because they would know whether or not it was stolen or not. So do the police inspection. You go to your local courthouse, and it was this particular courthouse charges $157, and that is court-ordered title paperwork. So you go in, and it's about 6 pages, and you include your police inspection on it, and then you fill out all the paperwork with everything you need to know. And actually what you're actually doing is asking for an appearance in front of a judge, where the judge would look at what you have, and the judge says he has enough paperwork and it seems to be legitimate enough with a police inspection that I am willing to grant you a title in the state of Indiana with no title available. So now we've done it 3 times now, and this is the 3rd time. And what seems to be happening is if you ask nicely and you've got all your paperwork in a row and everything, you go down and you pay your fees. We paid our fees on Friday, and then here it is Thursday. It is 4 business days later, and we get an order from a judge that says we can proceed to the BMV with this paperwork, and we can actually order a title with it, which is good, because for $157 you're actually going to get a title. If not, a truck with no title is really only worth scrap. It's an easy way to do it. It's fairly simple. It's the process. Now, one time we did make an appearance before a judge on a Toyota Supra that we had bought from Japan, and we did make an appearance before the judge on that. But that appearance, we probably didn't actually talk to the judge in a courtroom for about 1 minute, and then once he understood the situation, once again he granted us a title as well. So in the 3 that we've done for $157 a piece, all 3 have been granted titles. We do it with police inspection. I can't stress to you enough how much to do police inspections, and also I can't stress to you enough how much that you have to operate in a legal manner. If you're dealing in stolen cars, you're dealing in stolen parts, and you get arrested, that's your own fault, and that happens. But if you present it to the police officer and say, I believe this is legal, and it turns up stolen, and you're the one that says, I need a police inspection on it, you don't go to jail. If you get caught driving around in something that turns up to be stolen, then you will go to jail for it. So operate in a safe, a sensible manner. So now that we've got the court order from the judge, now we're going to send in the paperwork to the BMV, along with a credit card number and some basic paperwork done. And then here in about 4 to 6 weeks, we should receive a regular title for a vehicle that didn't have any title at all. I hear that bonded titles can take up to 2 to 3 years to get a bonded title to turn into a regular title. I also hear a lot of people talk about Vermont titles. I have done a title through Vermont once. I don't know if it's my favorite way to do it, because then you actually have to title it in Vermont and then take the Vermont title and title it in Indiana, so you're going to get double the title fees. I've also heard of people kind of unscrupulously going to Georgia, doing like Georgia bill of sales on vehicles that don't have titles. But if you do that, if you buy a classic car from a state that doesn't have a title and only operates off of bill of sales and registrations, if you do that, it turns out the vehicle's stolen and you are committing a felony. So make sure you don't do that. This is in Indiana, the best way you can do titles for an individual that doesn't own a business and doesn't want to do mechanics liens or can't do mechanics liens and can't find any other title work. The best way to do it clearly is these court-ordered titles. It took us all of about 5 minutes in the courthouse to fill out the paperwork. It was $157. 4 days later, we got the order. It'll take about another 5 minutes to fill out the paperwork, and then hopefully we will have a title in about 6 weeks. It's easy. It's easy. It's legal. It's a good way to transact a vehicle that doesn't have a title, and we're going to see how it goes, because as soon as we're done with this one, we're going to have to turn around and do the court-ordered title on the 1968 Charger as well. So stay tuned, and we'll update you on that. Court-ordered titles is the way to go. Bulletproof Garage.
All right. Take